We just witnessed one of the all-time collapse in that game yesterday between the Cavs and the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals game 1. It was one of the craziest collapses in NBA history. Um yeah, Cavs, good fucking lord. Hello, everybody. My name is Two Shadows. We're gonna talk about recap Game One yesterday between Knicks and Cavs, Eastern Conference Finals Game One. Let's kind of just get straight into it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was tired as hell yesterday. I'm getting used to a new schedule, and I missed like the entire first half. Like when I woke up, like it was halftime. So like I've been in and out of conscious. Hell, I'm probably about to take a nap right after I do this video because at the time of recording, the Western Conference Finals game 2 between Spurs and Thunder, that doesn't start for like another 4.5 hours. So I'm probably gonna take like another nap before that game happens. So it's been like a thing of like me being in and out of conscious, taking like naps galore. Like I've been doing like a lot of this shit. Oh, my bad. It's my iPhone. Somebody texted me over there. But yeah, y'all, I've been in and out of consciousness like a lot. So this kind of what's been going on. But let's kind of get into it. So I went back and I rewatched the highlights of the first half. Pretty much the cliff notes that I kind of got from the first half is the game they were keeping it pretty close for the most part. Uh, Brunson wasn't really going off, but the Knicks as like a whole was still keeping it close. It was a 48-46 at halftime, a 2 point game. I know that Donovan Mitchell had started off the half a pretty solid, pretty solid. Harden had gotten like a floater to open up the game, and then Mikal Bridges had gotten a couple of buckets early off. To kind of go on. And then that's kind of like really it for the first half. Not really like too much notable for the first half. It's just like it was just a close game. But from when I watched, from the third quarter all the way down to overtime, that's where, like, again, when I woke up, I was really able to lock in. So in that third quarter, Cleveland just annihilates. Like they just literally get them the fuck up out of there. Where is the thing at? Matter of fact, I'm trying to find the scoring for that quarter. I'm on NBA.com, y'all. I'm just trying to find it real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Nope, not game chart. I don't need play by play either. See, one thing that sucks is that like you don't get to like NBA.com is like a little bit weird when it comes to this. So I'm like trying to figure this out. Let me show y'all real quick. Oh yeah, and I don't have my Windows stuff set up. I just like kind of just hop straight in. Um, Trying to find it for the third quarter. I need the box scores. Yeah, probably like a summary. Um, nope. See, that's not it. Damn, where is it at? Oh, here it is. Perfect. Yeah, here we go. All right, perfect. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. Perfect. All right. So in that third quarter, as you guys can see, they just literally go on a run, 35-23 run. You had you had literally everybody on Cleveland was getting buckets. Mobley was getting buckets. Allen has gotten some buckets. Donovan Mitchell had like I think he had 10 in the third quarter. Yeah, he had 10 in the third quarter. After that point, so he had 10 points in the third quarter. And a lot of them, I'm not gonna lie, like he had a lot of like cherry picking stuff, but like actually not even a lot of cherry picking. It was just more so like he was the Knicks would shoot the ball, and Cavs would get the defensive rebound. Mitchell would already be halfway up the court. They kick it out to him, and there's only like one person back. And for the most part, if Donovan Mitchell is not really being a punk, D Mitch can attack the basket, and it's like unless you have like an elite shot blocker back there, D Mitch most of the time is gonna lay that ball up or dunk it. He didn't really dunk it here, but he's got like a bunch of like easy layups. Like it was just easy money on a lot of these layups. That's just like what a lot of it was in the third quarter. Matter of fact, I think if I can go to the third quarter here, let me see if they have some of these. Nope. It was probably like earlier in the third. Let me see if they got some of these. Hold on. They got any of this transition ones? Nope, they don't got. All right. I guess they're not showing any of the transition ones. Also, yeah, Dennis Schroeder, the third quarter over here too. Dennis Schroeder was really impactful for the Cavs. Merrill over here getting a three. Oh yeah, Mitchell and Brunson 1-on-1.
Mitchell, the spin move. Mitchell, nice feet inside to Mobley. Mobley left-handed lays it up.
Beautiful shit right there with Evan Mobley. How that was going. Damn, they just not. I guess they just don't have the transition ones that I was looking for. Oh well, here is a Mitchell.
Right.
Here's a Mitchell.
Cavs have gained themselves a little control here in the third. Mitchell again drives right, flips it up off the glass. Gorgeous move.
Mitchell just attacking Brunson right there. That shit was like beautiful, really great to watch. So yeah, so they get out to, so as you can see there, they outscored them by 12 points in the third quarter. They already had a 2-point lead going into half, so it was a 14-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and then they still continued their dominance for the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game because they ended up going up as much as 22. It was like 22 with exactly. I'll bring it up on the game. It was 22 with 7 minutes 40 seconds. The Cavs were up 22, and from there, Jalen Brunson. Man, first off, let's give props to Jalen Brunson, man.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Everybody want to be better than Jalen Brunson than whenever it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson. Like, I myself gotta do the same thing. I gotta kind of like stop doing this as well. But like, when I was thinking of combos of like who's the best American guard, all the combos that would come in my head, not even just guard, I would say like player. Anytime like you would think of like who's the best like USA born player, because Shay's American, even though Canada is like Canada, bro, like it's like North America, like who's the best like USA player. And every time I've had that convo, like everybody, the names that would come to mind, it'd be Anthony Edwards, it'll be Cade, Cade this year. It would have been Jason Tatum healthy, right? Jaylen Brown this year was in the conversation with how he was playing. Like there was I'm not gonna say like a lot of guys, but it's like there was at least like I would say three names I feel like that you would have put ahead of Jalen Brunson. And I feel like we got to stop that. Everybody wants to be better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson. Cavs fans or people will tell you that Donovan Mitchell should be better than Jalen Brunson, and then when they face each other in the playoffs, guess what's happening? Jalen Brunson is cracking his fucking skull in. And funny enough, for this game, it looks like for the most part, it was like, Donovan Mitchell giving Jalen Brunson the work. Brunson wasn't really doing too well. It was like, oh, bro, like maybe D-Mitch finally escaped out to hell. Maybe we could finally have that convo. And then in the fourth quarter, Jalen Brunson just took the fuck over and just didn't give a fuck. Like he literally went on a thing. There was a point in there that said 18-1 run. Hold on, where was this at? Because Brunson by himself like went on like a scoring tangent. Like he just attacked Harden, and like he was attacking Harden. Literally Kenny Atkinson, by the way. I'll talk more about him in a second. Let me talk about Brunson first. But they literally got to a point where Brunson just seen Harden, and Brunson was just like looking for food. Like I'll just show you guys one play right here where they're going on a run. They're going on the run here, and this is like Brunson. He's got Harden in the ISO 1-on-1. They're not sending any help at all at this point. Kenny Atkinson still has 4 timeouts for the fuck reason, and they were down again, 22 points. So it went from 22 points. It was 93-71, and they've only scored 1 point in about 4 minutes. Kenny Atkinson has not called a timeout here, and it went from 22 points to 8-point game. And look at this.
Brunson, three-pointer.
Cavs might want a timeout if he scores.
Brunson, three-pointer, puts it in.
So, like, let's just rerun that play all over.
There has been lit. It's an 8-point game.
15-1 run right there, and then Brunson hits that, and it goes up 18. Hold on. So, okay, no. So it was Dean Wade on him. Dean Wade was on him first. Mikal Bridges comes to set the screen, and they get the switch. And instead of Dean Wade and them, instead of going for the trap, like Dean Wade follows Mikal, and they let Harden go one-on-one. They get Brunson go one-on-one with Harden. Like, those free eats, free fucking food right there. It was absolutely insane. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, so after that timeout, Mobley hits a three for them to go up 8, and that's like, again, their first points in, like, again, literally damn near almost 5 minutes at this point. And it's like, damn, it's like, bro, like, the Knicks done went through all that to end up they're going through all of this just to end up losing at the end. It's like that false hope, right? Like, if you guys know some of your teams, I know the Cowboys do this, the Lakers do this a lot too, but sometimes when they'll be down big, you'll get like the fake comeback where they'll get like a couple touchdowns or like a couple buckets out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, okay, all right, maybe it's now like a 10 or 8 point game with like a couple minutes left. It's like maybe, and then you just know deep in your heart it's like it's fake, it's not really real. I was wondering if Knicks fans were feeling the same thing, like, damn, Brunson did all this and then Mobley hits that three. But then Mikal Bridges does this. And let me show you guys. 4.9 on the shot clock left. Dribbling into Eblin Mobley and Jared Allen, two of the best big men in the league. They call them Twin Towers for a reason. And this ended up happening.
Shot clock at 4. Bridges looking. Shot clock at 1. Bridges puts up a 3. Puts it in!
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely unbelievable. Like, if Mikal doesn't hit that shot right there, I think the Cavs might somehow hold on. Like, that right there just ignited the crowd. It's nuts how that ended up working out. How that ended up going. That was one of the biggest shots of the game right there. From there, what happens? Cavs end up getting a couple more buckets. So not in that order, but Jared Allen goes on the other end and gets the score. So it goes up 99-93. Then Mikal Bridges gets back-to-back threes. No, not back-to-back. Actually, no, my bad. No, that was the second three that he made for it to be 99-96. That was his second three. That was his back-to-back threes. And then they get a stop, and they come down, and Landry Shamet, it's OG. They get the ball to OG. OG drives, it kicks it out to Landry Shamet. Well, was it OG or Mikal? Hold on, wait. Let me make sure my facts is right there. Hold on. Let me make sure my facts is right. Hold on. Yes, okay. So Brunson, so they finally, so it's a 25-6 run at this point, right? Brunson, they finally decide to double Brunson here. Finally. Like 50 seconds left, they're like, all right, now we're going to double Brunson. Brunson's going to kick it out to OG here. I think Mitchell is going to help over a little bit, just enough to get it to a wide open Shamet. I think that's what happens.
Anunoby floats it over to
I was right.
Shamet.
Oh, and Harden was the one who rotated. Yep, I was right. And then Shamet gets the luckiest bounce ever. Look at this shit. Look at this. Pay attention to the rim, y'all.
Shamet a three-pointer. It's good!
And we get a tie game here. Harden ends up getting a floater on the end to go up 101-99, and then Brunson responds back. And then from there, Cavs get the last shot. I'm not gonna lie to you, Dean Wade had the cleanest fucking look ever. I don't know how that shit didn't go down, and I felt so bad for him. Me bamba. That shit, literally, Mike Breen was ready to call the bang. Like, if you guys were listening to that live, literally, Dean, no, was it Sam Merrill? I think it was, oh, my bad. It might have been Merrill. I'm tripping. Let's see. Did they show it? It is Merrill. Yeah, my bad. I said Dean Wade. Merrill, I promise you, gets the cleanest look. Oh, they do have it, though. I don't want to keep showing NBA clips because NBA recently, like, I've been like barely showing a little bit, and NBA has been like copywriting like everything, and I was like barely even showing it, so I'm not gonna show that one. But it literally goes like, it literally looks like it's about to go in and out. I don't like, that was such a heartbreaker if you're a Cavs fan, because you were like, you see your team collapsing, you see how the way your team's going. Harden is just getting bullied on. Donovan Mitchell in that fourth quarter did not demand the ball at all. They let Harden just go and isolate the ball a lot, for all these possessions, Mitchell just didn't go demand the ball when he's the leading scorer in the game. He ends up with 29 points, and he just didn't demand the ball. I couldn't believe that Donovan Mitchell was just gonna sit there on the side and just not ask for it. But they get the best look open. Like you get one of your best 3-point shooters a wide open look, and it literally goes in and out. It was such a heartbreaking play. From there, they go in overtime, and in overtime, it was an absolute Knicks annihilation. From there, Jalen Brunson continues. They continue to let Brunson just attack Harden. They just get Harden in the pick and roll, and Brunson just sees food every single time. OG gets a couple of buckets. Landry Shamet gets another wide open 3-pointer to go up 9. At this point, literally, it's 3 minutes have gone by because overtime's a 5-minute period. 3 minutes have gone by and the Cavs have not scored anything at all. And the Knicks are on a 9-0 run to open up overtime. Then they finally get some points there, but the Knicks just keep going and attacking, going down, and the Knicks ended up winning by 11. NBA.com just pulled it up right here. I'll just bring it up. They had just had this up. Right here, this highlighted section right here. The Knicks went on a 44-11 run after the Cavs went up 22 points with less than 8 minutes to go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hopped in a Twitter space. I didn't hop in, my bad. I didn't hop in immediately because I was at work. But I hopped into it on my break. Because I follow my boy Kolb. Shout out to my boy Kolb. He's a Lakers fan, but he's from Cleveland and he's got a lot of Cavs friends. He's also a Browns fan. So he's like everything Cleveland. He's like everything Cleveland. He fucks with the Cavs and stuff like that. But he's a diehard Laker fan. I hopped in his Twitter space that was up. I've listened to the recording of it, and every single Cavs fan in there was demoralized. They literally were they couldn't believe what they were watching. Well, then actually no, my bad. They could believe what they were watching because they seen this team be embarrassing before. The Cavs have been really, really embarrassing, and it was just another show of just being an embarrassing squad. They just couldn't they were the biggest thing too. They couldn't believe Kenny Atkinson didn't call any timeouts, and that's something we'll talk about right now. Let's go back to the thing real quick because I want to bring that up. Let's go back to the fourth quarter. So in the fourth quarter, so Kenny Atkinson has 4 timeouts at this point in the third quarter. We get down through all this time through the fourth quarter where Brunson's going on his run, all of this. He doesn't call a timeout till right here. So he went 9 minutes without calling a timeout. How many timeouts did the Knicks have in the third quarter? My bad. At the end. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if they'll show it. I'm trying to see if they show it. So they have 3 timeouts right there. They have 3 at the you see they have 3 timeouts right there at the end. So I'm assuming they don't call a timeout right here. So yeah, okay. So the Knicks used the timeout, but Kenny Atkinson didn't use any timeouts until that 3:30 mark. That's I'm not gonna lie to you. That's atrocious coaching. Me personally, one of the biggest things that's been kind of my philosophy, my own personal philosophy, is when you see your team reeling, you have to call timeouts after a certain period. I understand of letting shit rock, but after a certain period, you gotta regroup you gotta get your group back together. Guys gotta reel everything back in, and kind of go from there. Because one of the biggest things, right? My personal thing, I'm not gonna lie to you. If my team allows a 7-0 run, I'm calling a timeout. That's me personally. My team goes if the team defense allows a 7-0 run, I'm calling a timeout. I can't do it every single time because there are games where you just get your ass kicked and it's just it is what it is. But my personal thing is literally 7-0 run, 7 or 9-0 run, I'm calling a timeout. It's just you could just That's like 7-0 run is typically like 3 buckets in a row. 9-0 run is like 3 to 4 buckets in a row. Like if you could just see your team clearly reeling, like, and you're not getting any good offense at all, you got to call a timeout to get your team settled in. And he had literally all these timeouts and just didn't use them. And guys, the crazier part, right, is so do they show it? Yeah. So one of the NBA's rules, the NBA has a rule, right? Where like you're only allowed to have 2 timeouts in the last 2 minutes of the game. In the last 2 minutes. Like in the last 2 minutes of the no, I think it's of the fourth quarter. Yeah, of the fourth quarter. Yeah, my bad. Cuz so in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, you're only allowed to have 2 timeouts. So when your timeout, so if you have any extra timeouts, you pretty much need to use them or they're gone. Like you're just gonna lose that timeout. You're not getting that timeout back. So Kenny Atkinson here clearly has 4 timeouts, and he only uses that one. Only uses that one at the 3:30 part. At the 3:30 mark. Only uses that one, and you only use it when you allow a run. What it was 22-1 run. 22-1 run. Actually, no, not 22. I'm tripping. 18-1. 18-1. My math is off, but they only scored. But you guys clearly know they only scored 1 point, and Jalen Brunson just took over. And you don't use a timeout at any point over there. Like for me, I'm calling a timeout after like I'm calling a timeout when it's like down to 14. Like if it's like all right, it went from 22 to 14. All right, I'm calling a timeout. He didn't call a timeout until they were down 5. And then they don't use their other timeout here. They don't use that other timeout that they have to use before the 2-minute warning. So they essentially lose a timeout, and then on top of that, you wait till the Garden is fully back into effect now to try to settle your team. Thankfully, again, Mobley hits this 3 right here, like right, because if Mobley misses this 3, then you're really reeling, and it's like it could have gotten really ugly really really fast, but. That's inexcusable, man. That's unbelievable mismanagement of assets with the coach. I don't know how you can even do that. That's terrible. Real quick before we get out of here, I just want to bring up the box score really fast because they did play a decent amount. Like they went 8 deep. Schroeder played. Merrill obviously was in there for multiple possessions. Max Strus had 25 minutes off the bench. They went 8 deep. So they were playing their guys. Actually, hell, Keon Ellis had 5 minutes, but he ain't really, like, 5 minutes in a playoff game. I ain't gonna lie. 5 minutes is like whatever, right? Like, shoot, Keon Ellis had 2 turnovers, and they got him the fuck out the game. Like, that's literally all he had 2 turnovers, and, like, they were like, yeah, he's out of here. And then Dennis Schroeder went 1 of 9. Good lord. But yeah, D-Mitch led the team. D-Mitch led the team with 29 points, but he was a minus 13 from the field. D-Mitch had 4 turnovers. I will say, look, if the Cavs won this game, you'd be looking at D-Mitch a lot differently because 7 stocks, like 6 steals, 1 block, 7 stocks is a really, really great. And then also five boards, like five boards, 7 stocks. Like, I think I remember reading about something. They said that Donovan Mitchell has never had a 6 steal game in his career ever. And the first time he had it was in the Western Conference Finals right there. So like, not Western, Eastern Conference Finals right there. So like that was like a really really good there. Mobley and Allen. Mobley 15 and 14 was hooping, and Allen had 10 and 7. So right there, both of them combined 21 rebounds and 25 points. That's kind of like if you get that out of your Twin Towers, it's like, hey. That's kind of how that happens. Mobley shot 37% from the field, but again, efficiency only matters when you lose, because when you win, it's like, hey, empty that motherfucking clip, right? Like you got to empty that clip to win the championships. Dean Wade was the only starter that was a positive. He wasn't a plus, like in a plus minus. He was a positive. He was a positive 1. Everybody else was minus on the thing. James Harden, I'm surprised, was only a -6 considering how bad he was getting hunted and how bad he played. Just another another a game in the James Harden legacy of just being awful in the playoffs, man. It's just ridiculous. Somebody's got to figure something out with James Harden and figure out why he's just bad in the playoffs. Josh Hart. Josh Hart was the only Knicks starter, and he was minus 23. Good lord. I did notice, funny enough, watching that game a lot, that Josh Hart didn't play a lot down the stretch, and I was wondering if they were hunting him. I think that's probably why I didn't see him a lot, because like minus 23. Like, he has the worst plus minus out of everybody. Like, even all the Cavs people that were doing crazy, minus 23 is nuts, dude. Cat, you would have wanted Cat to do a little bit more, but you'll take the 13 rebounds, right? Like, 7 turnovers is awful though. 7 turnovers is bad, but he wasn't like in the craziest of foul trouble either. Like, he only had 4 fouls. Shoot, Brunson had 5 fouls, and they didn't even hunt him. I was like Kenny Atkinson, like Donovan Mitchell, Harden, are y'all fucking kidding me? Like, Brunson had like 38 points, 5 fouls, and I'm like, y'all not gonna put Brunson in pick and roll? Y'all not gonna go hunt Brunson? They would, like, I literally, I didn't know what the game plan was at the end of that fourth quarter in the overtime. Like, they just were shell shocked and just didn't know how to recover. It was nuts. It was nuts over there. Mikal with that huge 3 at the end. And Mikal ends up with 18 and 5. OG's first game, OG didn't really do too much and didn't shoot well, but I'm going to give OG grace because hamstring injuries are really tricky. And also, if you guys remember, OG's been dealing, he's been having injuries like a lot the past couple years. If you guys remember, he had the hamstring, it wasn't against, it was, what is the Pacers they played in round 2 a couple years ago? It was. They played the Pacers in round 2 a couple years ago, and he wasn't supposed to play in that game 7, and he was playing in that game 7, and he looked like he couldn't hardly fucking move, but he had like 2 threes, and then it was just like never played for the rest of the game, because he knew he wasn't supposed to be out there at all. He was shot up with all sorts of like cortisone and all that shit, but he knew he wasn't supposed to be out there. OG was just trying to play just to play to help them get past game 7 against the Pacers in the second round that year. But yeah, he did his thing. Like, he did do something solid today, and he got to the free throw line a lot, so that's also good. And then Brunson, man, I can't say enough about Jalen Brunson, dog. I really can't. Like, I really think that not only do we need this, that we need to, like, Jalen Brunson needs to be in the conversation, and probably at the head of the conversation for best American player. But Jalen Brunson, probably we should start having top 5 talks for Jalen Brunson. Like, he might, like, I know that people are gonna like guards, definitive guards that you're gonna put ahead of Brunson. You're gonna put Luka and SGA, right? Like, SGA I have as the best player in the world still right now, and then I have Luka as a better guard than Brunson. But like, when it comes to American players, I think Brunson, I think it's like you literally have to go Brunson and Ant. Like, Tatum, yes, like Tatum, yes, had the argument when he was healthy, and Tatum probably took it because of him with the championship, like with the chip, and how he'd been playing for so many years. But like, obviously, it's a what have you done for me lately type of league, right? And Brunson, I just see every time I need Brunson to be, like, every time like, you guys want, like, we want somebody to be better than Brunson, they're never better than Brunson when it matters. So I think Brunson probably gets it. Hell, I know Anthony Edwards had gone to like 2 or 3 straight Western Conference Finals. He went to 3 straight Western Conference Finals. But Jalen Brunson, pretty much since he joined the Knicks, they've been in the playoffs every single year. The first 2 years they made the second round, and then last year they made the Eastern Conference Finals. This year, Eastern Conference Finals again, and they're up 1-0 in a series where if they win, they go to the NBA Finals, right? So it's just Jalen Brunson has just changed life for New York, and I can probably make a good argument that he's probably the best USA player right now. And that really shouldn't even be debatable. Honestly, like, that shouldn't even be like a really like hard debate. I think you'll probably do between the 4 people. It's probably 4 people in contention right now. Tatum when healthy, Brunson, Ant, and Cade. and you probably got to get it to Brunson. I'm gonna give it to Brunson. Like, it's gonna sound like recency bias, but it's like, bro, Brunson just has 4 years of consistent work, and when I need people to be better than Brunson, they're not better than Brunson. So that's gonna be it, y'all. We'll talk more tomorrow after the aftermath of Game 2 between Spurs and Thunder that happened in about 4 hours. Love you guys. Coach Army, I'm out. See you guys in the next one. Deuces, y'all.